And welcome to the Hot Seat of College Football Show. I am Trent, your host, as we are going to be discussing the second half of the semis between Oregon and Indiana. Let's talk about it. So before this video even starts, if you are somewhat interested in watching Ole Miss versus Miami, go make sure to go watch that video. I think this video is going to come out after that game maybe happening, so if it does, maybe don't go watch it, but still go watch it. For some reason, YouTube is not promoting that video, so even if the game's already happened, go over that video, leave a comment down below and tell YouTube to promote it, because I worked hard on it and YouTube is kind of screwing me over. I have no idea why they're doing it. Sometimes they give my video out to thousands and thousands of people, and sometimes they give it to like 9 of you. And the people that subscribe, I know they want to watch the videos, especially the Ole Miss fans and the Miami fans. So when it doesn't go to them, it's upsetting to everybody. But back with this game, make sure to hit subscribe. I want to get to 110 before the national title. We're at 104. We are around 6 away. So make sure you go do that and leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this game? I got to be a little quiet in this video because it's almost midnight, because I had to wait till till I got off work and had to do stuff, so gotta be a little quiet for this game, or for this video. But coming into this game, Indiana is favored by 3.5. Analytically, they're favored. They have a 70.4% chance to win this game. I think it was around a 68% chance to win earlier this week, and hardly ever do we see the matchup predictor go up or go down. Usually it's pretty set in stone before the week even starts, and for it to go up in Indiana's favor means that either the Vegas or ESPN, they're hearing something that is not good for Oregon, maybe some injury news. So that could be a big question. Is there some secret injury that we're not going to know till halfway through the second quarter? Like, oh, hey, Dante Moore has a really bad hand injury that we didn't know about until now. But the over-under for this game around 48.5. This is a rematch. These teams played earlier this year, and Indiana ended up winning that one 30-20 at Autzen. Remember, Oregon doesn't really lose home games. Indiana beat up on them there. Obviously, it's really hard to beat a team twice. This one's going to be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But let's talk about some of the stats and the quarterbacks coming to this game. So, obviously, Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, with 36 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He absolutely pummeled Alabama, winning 38-3. If you look at his stats for that game, he was 14-16 for 3 touchdowns, more touchdowns than incompletions. He did have under 200 yards. And if we look at the Ohio State game, he did not. I think he had 222 yards. So a big question when he's playing good defenses, let's go back to the Penn State game. It's a kind of a common trend for him to not really go over 250 yards passing. Penn State 218. So for Oregon rematching up, we've seen their offense look really good against James Madison. We look their defense look really good against Texas Tech. We haven't really seen both been good at the same time. But if we can see that, is under 250 passing yards going to be good enough to beat Oregon? Going on the Oregon side, Dante Moore, he has not put his name in the NFL draft, obviously. Guys like Ty Simpson have. It'll be a question whether if he goes or comes back. Obviously, I think depending on how this game and how maybe the national title goes for Dante Moore, it'll depend whether if he wants to come back or not. If they lose in heartbreaking fashion, maybe Dante Moore does come back. Noah Whittingham has been really good. De'Aaron Hill, the freshman running back for Oregon, has also been really good. Same with Indiana, Roman Hemby, the transfer from Maryland, and Kemby Black, the 2 running backs for them. So both have really good running back duos. Indiana, I will say, is overall a more veteran team, especially on the offense. They're a very veteran team. Like with Elijah Surratt, he came from James Madison. With Cignetti, Amar Cooper, Charlie Becker has been really good. They have maybe the deepest wide receiver room in the entire country. Obviously, you could say maybe Ohio State, but I think Indiana's wide receiver room is maybe even a little more proven. I think Ohio State, it was much better, especially that was before they've lost half their receiver room in the portal. That's with Brian Hartline. But Oregon, still no slouch at receiver either. Obviously, Evan Stewart, I just want to make sure Oregon fans really mad at me, because when I made the Texas Tech video, I said he was going to be a question whether he's going to play. And then after I posted the video, Oregon fans, even though I picked him to win big, were like, he's actually cleared not to play. And that was released after I released that video. So let me, let me just make sure, because Oregon fans love to whine. No, he is listed as out. Maybe you see him in the national title. We saw a lot of that last year actually in the NFL playoffs, where we had guys like Aiden Hutchinson and a lot of guys in the playoff where it's like, well, if we make the Super Bowl, then we'll come back. And I think that might be a situation we have when it comes to Oregon. But Malik Benson has still been incredible. Decorian Moore has been really good. Yes, he is a little bit iffy. If you look at the Oregon-Texas Tech game, let me bring that up really quickly. I just want to see how many snaps he had, because in the Washington and the James Madison game, he really did not have anything. But if we look at this game, Decorian Moore, 3 catches for 21 yards. I think in the past 3 games, he's had a total of like 6 receptions for 31 yards. And that's over the past like month and a half. So maybe a little bit of an injury there. Obviously, Sadiq, the best tight end in the country, he has been stellar as well. And then Jeremiah McClellan has also been really good. So Oregon, very deep. They have this cool thing where a lot of their receivers they're a blend between receiver and tight end. Look at Sadiq and Benson, a lot of bigger guys. The question I think will be the biggest thing will be, well, if you look at Dante Moore in a lot of his bigger games against defenses, he's under 200 yards passing, and he'll throw an interception or 2. Same with Mendoza. He'll throw for under 250 yards and throw a pick or 2. So it's really going to be who's going to step up on defense. And I think defense favors Indiana. I think Oregon's more talented, but I think Indiana plays much more sound, and they're a lot more veteran. And we have seen in the transfer portal that it doesn't. The whole worry about like, well, it's going to ruin the culture if we bring all these portal guys. It really doesn't. Look at Miami. Look at Indiana. Even look at Oregon. There have been a big transfer team. They've always been really, really good. But Tuioti, Boettcher for Oregon, Uyunglele, Dylan Thieneman have been really, really good, especially in that Texas Tech game. And yes, it's a Texas Tech offense, but still. And then for Indiana, Hardy and D'Angelo Pons have been really, really stellar. So let me jump over to the All-22 so you guys can see the matchups between these two. Here, let me jump over to the graphic, and I actually have to change this to Oregon. There we go. So here is the All-22 matchup for Oregon and Indiana, and I know it's kind of a lot to look at, but we're exactly even. Oregon outfinishes Indiana 6-5 on offense, and Indiana outfinishes Oregon 6-5 on defense. I think Indiana has a better coach, and I think Oregon has a better kicker. So, I mean, this is very, very even. In the trenches, it's very even. I would say Indiana probably has the better receivers, but you still have Decorian Moore, Malik Benson, Jeremiah McClellan, and you have Sadiq. That's a big thing. Linebackers are split, and then safeties are split. I would say I would give cornerback to Indiana with D'Angelo Pons and company. I think they are a lot better than Oregon. You look at what happened against James Madison. James Madison really tested that depth of the Oregon defensive back unit when Oregon was trying to rotate starters in the second half. And we really saw we really saw James Madison take advantage of that. To be honest, I still think Oregon was motivated. I don't think Oregon gave up halfway through. But I gave the running back edge to Oregon, and I gave the quarterback edge to Indiana. You could swap those. You could give running back to Indiana. You can give quarterback to Oregon. I don't really think it matters that much. I think they're very, very close, and I think this is going to be a really, really close game. So, my prediction for this game, and if you watched my Ole Miss Miami prediction, thank you a lot. I really, really appreciate it. I really do, and I mean that genuinely. But 6 months ago, I had a vision, and this was before the season starts. Remember what the preseason ranking was? It was like Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, and Ohio State was really, really good. They're still a top 5 team. And then you had like Clemson, you had LSU up there, and Bama, and Georgia, and Notre Dame, and like all those teams in South Carolina and Florida, and Miami was in there at 10. And obviously Miami's really, really good. They can make the national title. They weren't, like, no one was picking Miami to make the national title before the season. And I had a dream. I'm being so honest with you. And if Miami wins, I'm going to pick this team. And if Ole Miss wins and that vision dies, then I'm going to probably pick the other team. And you'll see what I mean in a second. But I had a vision. And I was watching the national title game in a dream. And Ohio State had lost. And I think I was really upset about it. And, but the national title, I was upset because Ohio State had lost to one of the two teams in the national title, and that was Oregon and Miami. This dream I had, this vision from above, from God, I got. I had a dream, and it said that Oregon was going to beat Miami in the national title, and if Miami wins, I was like, I gotta pick Oregon. But if Ole Miss wins and that dream's dead, then I'm going to probably pick Indiana, and Miami's favored in this game. I think Miami's going to win. I picked Miami. If you want to go watch that video, it's right here. I'll pin it. Sometimes it'll be down in this. If you want to see it, it's down in the description. It's on the front page of the channel. I think Miami's going to win. So if I'm going to be honest, I'm picking Oregon to upset. And I think Indiana's better. Like I do in that 30-20 win. I mean, that was like, it was really 30-13. Oregon had a pick six late. So, but Miami made the national title. They went on the road, beat A&M. They beat Ohio State. I think they're going to beat Ole Miss. Like, this is happening. This vision is happening, and Ohio State lost to Miami or Oregon. In my dream, I can't remember if we lost to Oregon or Miami. I think it actually was Miami, though. This dream came true. So I'm going to stick with the vision that I got. Because I don't like, if the man upstairs told me it's going to happen, I'm not gonna disobey him. I don't want to make him mad at me. So I know it sounds stupid, but like Miami, I think is going to make the national title. I'm going with Oregon, and I think Oregon will probably. I'll probably pick Oregon to win the national title. And this vision might be spoiling that video. Obviously, I might have a change of mind depending on what I see from this game. Even if Oregon looks really, really bad, I might pick Miami. Like, I think if Miami plays Indiana, I think Indiana 100% wins. If Miami plays Oregon, I think Miami actually can win that game. So I'm going to pick Oregon. I'm going to say Oregon wins something like, I'm going to go high scoring ish. I'll say Oregon wins 30-27. Actually, no. I'm going to say Oregon wins 30-24 over Indiana. And I think they go to the national title to rep the Big Ten. Hopefully, Big Ten can win 3 in a row. Either way, I don't think the SEC is going to win the national title, so that's great. But again, that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure to hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 110 before the national title. We are 6 away, so we are 6 individuals. If you want to be one of those 6, that would be awesome. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I will see you guys all on, I think, Saturday to react to both of these games. And I will see you guys all then. And as always, of course, thank you.